Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhameja and I would be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test would be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
My name is Ravneet Gill.
How may I address you?
You may call me by my first name Ravneet.
Okay. So Ravneet, may I see your identification, please?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you so much. Where do you live?
Well, I am a native of stunning and elegant village named Lalodha, which comes in the state of Haryana and the northern part of my nation, India.
Okay. So, are you working or a student?
Presently, I am pursuing my studies in BSc Medical.
That's great. Okay, before proceeding further to this interview, I would like to announce at YIP platform we are offering online speaking and writing classes. If you guys wish to enroll, then you can. First of all, you can book free demo classes. The number is displayed below. Either you can contact us or WhatsApp us. Okay, so Ravneet, now few questions will be based on colors. What is your favorite color?
To be very honest, my favorite color is green, as it really suits on my personality, and I feel that green color is really bright and bold.
That's good. Okay, do you usually wear clothes in your favorite color?
There's no doubt on my daily basis I normally wear catchy attires of my own favorite color, as I feel green color evokes feeling of peace, freshness, revival and vitality.
Are there any colors that have special meaning in your nation?
Obviously, there are a number of colors which have special meaning in my nation, such as red stands for love and danger. On the other side, our tree-color flag, in which the green color represents greenery and the saffron symbolizes the patriotism, and at last, the white color is representing the peace.
Okay. Do you think different types of people like different clothes?
Well, I personally feel that every person have different mindset, so obviously they would wear clothes of their own unique mindset.
Now few questions will be based on music. Do a lot of people like music?
Why not? Every person is very much interested to go for music, as it really acts as a stress buster thing for them.
Okay. What kind of music you like listening to?
Being a mellophile person, I am interested into listening genres of music such as pop and jazz. In few scenarios, I also love to listen pop music.
Is it easy to learn music?
Well, it is not a cup of tea for everybody to learn music, because it really requires a lot of practice and consistency.
Okay. Did you have music lessons at school?
As much as I can reminisce my memory, during my school days, my music class teacher taught us how to note readings, rhythms, and some basic tals.
Now few questions will be based on crowded places. Is the city where you live crowded?
Normally, I am a native of a small village. It is very serene place and not too much congested. But stone throw away from my vicinity, there is a urban area which is really jam-packed for entire day.
That's good. Is there a crowded place near where you live?
As I earlier mentioned, 10 kilometers away from my own area, there's an urban area named Tohana, which is really congested and crowded place, because there are number of supermarkets which have been settled from a long time.
Do you like crowded places, Ravneet?
Honestly speaking, I have even no interest to visit crowded places, because I really lose my patience, and I feel that I would lose my personal accessories such as my wallet and my mobile phone.
Okay. When was the last time you were in a crowded place?
I could vividly remember a couple of months ago, I went to supermarket with my cousin in order to buy catchy attires for our one of the friend's birthday party.
Okay. This is end of the part 1, Ravneet. Now I am going to give the cue card. Okay, so you will have to speak between 1 and 2 minutes. If you wish to make notes, then you can use paper and pencil for making notes. Okay, now you have time to plan your answer. Okay, yes, Ravneet, you may start speaking now.
Being a fond of traveling and exploring divergent places, I have visited numerous tourist hotspots in order to go for thrill activities. Anyhow, outdoor sports keeps one's mental stability fine. But here I am going to describe you a time when me and my family members went to one of the hill station named as Kulu Manali, where we relished extreme sport named as bungee jumping. To be more precise, this activity is done by jumping from a great altitude, and a person is tied with elastic cord. This specific activity is commonly renowned among young-blooded people. However, I tried for the very first time this activity with my family members. Apart from this activity costs for near around 5,000 per person, and it is not a cup of cake for everyone to do so without the uses of safety equipments. Meanwhile, I was performing this activity, I captured an array of mesmerizing photographs of natural beauty. Whereas initially I was feeling a bit nervous to do so, but when I performed my activity, I was honestly speaking, I was feeling myself in the lap of nature. And I was also feeling bit nervous, and I was afraid that how could I perform this activity. But when I saw my family members with me, it was really an unforgettable experience for me. So all in all, this was a type of activity that I enjoyed with my family members.
That's great. Okay, thank you. This is end of the cue card. Now I'm going to ask some follow-up questions which will be based on the cue card. Is having outdoor activities important to people, Ravneet?
In my point of view, I could say that everyone should do outdoor activities in order to stay fit as fiddle. Apart from this, it is very necessary for youngsters in order to relax their stressed mind. Moreover, the elderly people are also performing some outdoor activities so that they could get a good chance to socialize with their age mates.
Okay. Do people go outdoors more or less now as compared to the past?
To be very honest, in the advancement of this technological era, every person is not tending to do that much outdoor activities they used to do in the previous years. Actually, nowadays everyone is just addicted to their electronic gadgets, and they are just preferring to watch online movies, playing video games. Whereas in the past, every single person was keen interested to shape in their body.
Okay. When do people usually go outdoors to get close to nature?
In my personal experience, there are many methods by which they could keep in touch. People could keep in touch with nature. For instance, they could go early in the mornings for a walk, and late in the evenings they might step out of their homes in order to visit gardens or parks where they could plant some trees, or they could also protect some endangered species.
Okay. Do people like outdoor activities in the winter time?
According to my perception, I believe that some of the families are preferring to do some outdoor activities in winter time, as they want to build their immunity, their stamina by doing outdoor sports in the winter, such as they are performing activities like skating, snowboarding, and many more.
Okay. What can people do to get close to nature?
My belief states that everyone could bring themselves into the nature by planting more and more trees around their vicinity. And apart from this, they could also indulge themselves in some environment protecting movements by which they could also get inner satisfaction, and then they would also contribute some part in protecting the environment.
So, can you tell me some other ways how people get close to nature?
According to my point of view, some other ways are also by which people could get in touch with the nature. For instance, they could also plant some newly invented species in their homes, or they could also go in the parks and gardens. They could take care of those places by which they might contribute something for the environment.
Okay. Thank you, Ravni. Thank you so much. This is end of the test. Thank you. So hey everyone, this is time to give the feedback for Ravneet's interview. In the part 1, she had taken care of the 4 criteria completely. First of all, while talking about the part 1, she was taking care of fluency and the coherence part. So this was really amazing. In the lexical resource, it was really wonderful. It was really amazing that she was using very rare and uncommon words. Most of the time, candidates are not aware that they need to use very rare and uncommon words to get good score. So she even covered this criteria very wonderfully. Thirdly, she had taken care of the GRA part, grammatical range and accuracy, especially in the part 1, and the pronunciation wise she was also good, or it was really wonderful. So now come to the part 2. In part 2, she had done some errors, some grammatical errors, though these errors were very rare, but she was doing those errors. But she was quite interactive throughout her interview. But I am not satisfied with the time length. I mean that she was not able to complete her 2 minutes in task 2, and above all, she did not use idiomatic expression and the phrases. So this is really important if you really want to get a good band score. I mean that if you want to go above 7 band, then you need to express yourself in an idiomatic language. You need to use phrases, and she missed that part over here. And in the coherence, she missed coherence also because she was not using appropriate linking words for connecting one idea to another idea, and she missed that too. Otherwise, she was doing great and elaborating well. In part 3, in the follow-up question, she was giving her opinion, but I guess it was not a strong opinion. Whenever you are presenting your ideas in the third part, you must present your idea with very much strong opinion, but over here she missed that. Even though she was taking care of the 4 criteria in the entire speaking, but in the part 1 it was really wonderful, it was really great. In part 2 she missed some points, and in part 3 she missed that strong opinion. So I would give him overall 7 band score for this speaking. And if she wanted, then she could groom her introduction. She could start introduction in a different way. For example, if you guys are talking about some other activities like river rafting, then how you can start your introduction here? Well, being an adventurous person or being a caper person, I love doing outdoor activities since my childhood. I have done so many outdoor activities as I'm very confident and I'm very creative person. So I have done so many outdoor activities in my life, and today here I would like to talk about one of the really amusing activity, and I really enjoyed or relished it. So I remember 2 years ago I got an opportunity to visit Manali. This is a very beautiful place in Himachal Pradesh, and I visited over there with my family and I did river rafting. So then you need to define what is river rafting. So river rafting is a recreational outdoor activity which use an inflatable raft to navigate a river or other body of water. So river rafting is very amusing outdoor activity, and this is a very amusing outdoor entertainment, and I really enjoyed this when I visited Manali with my family. So river rafting is very much popular in my country, especially in Himachal Pradesh and in the lap of Himalayas like Rishikesh, Uttarakhand, Jammu and Kashmir, and so many other places. Basically, this is performed at the serene foothills of Himalayas like Rishikesh and Uttarakhand, as I told you. Then you can add on like where you did and with whom you did with your family and how you enjoyed. Okay, even you can use some idiomatic expression in this while doing this and this activity. For example, you were doing bungee jumping, for example, you were doing river rafting, then you can use some idiomatic expression here while doing this activity. For example, bungee jumping, for example, river rafting, or any other activity. I was feeling like I was catching the sun, or you can use I was chasing the rainbows. So these idiomatic expression you can use while answering this, and then you can even cover up the entire cue card with rest of the bullet point. Thank you. Hope this will be helpful.